Hello, all, to the In Reality podcast. I am Omar Torres.
I am Dominic Maldonado.
And today we have a very special movie to talk about. Why don't you go ahead and introduce it, Dom?
Oh, thanks, old man. We have Chef. That's right. Chef. One word, French, likely of origin. 2014, which was written, produced, directed by Jon Favreau, which seems like a very, very busy job, Omar. So how the hell did he ever get this done?
And acted. He also acted. How did he get it done? That's a question for somebody who is way more skilled than I am.
Who has collected all those checks before.
Yeah, some nice hefty checks that I hope to receive later on in life. But
hells yeah. In reality.
In reality. Right. So Chef is a movie about a man who is the head chef at a restaurant, and he comes into some circumstances where he loses his position as head chef.
The nice way to say it is they just had creative differences.
Yeah.
That's how I've been explaining all of my breakups. Professional, personal, spiritual, whatever. Creative differences.
Yeah, but your creative differences other was not Dustin Hoffman.
Well, no. me and Dusty go way back. No, we've been cool since like The Graduate, man. It's a long time. He's closer to me than, the Fockers.
Right. Yeah, Dustin Hoffman plays the boss of the restaurant that Jon Favreau works at. And then he gets released, and he has to decide, where is he going to work now? What is he going to do? So, naturally, his ex-wife, estranged wife, I kind of don't remember.
Yeah, it's crazy when you can be exes but still friends enough that shit just kind of works. His baby mama, that's the word for it.
Yeah, there you
baby go. Mama. But it's a predominantly white film, so they're not going to call her that.
Right. So, played by Sofia Vergara. Of course, beautiful.
Fine ass. Now, here's the thing. You expect a guy like that, damn, right? He's never going to get back on his feet. Had creative differences. Got released from his job. Lost Sophia. That's it.
Right. No. But she suggests to him that maybe he take matters into his own hands and become his own boss, which I'm a fan of. I'd like to.
Yeah, that shit happens a lot. A lot of people, fall on hard times and they're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to go independent, start freelancing.
Yeah, I've definitely thought about it, but it's not that easy to create a production company, especially with all of the money that goes into making films. And
it's hard as fuck just to get a food truck off the ground, as we will soon find out.
Which I've also thought of, getting a food truck. No, I haven't.
If you did, what would you serve? What would be your signature, cuisine? Or
naturally, and not to throw myself in a race category or anything like that, but doesn't the name Taco Torres just urge you to just head right over and buy some?
That sounds like a Bang Bros kind of title. Taco Torres, come head right over.
I remember in Puerto Rico there was a place called Harry's Tacos, and they had these delicious tacos. I think they were there's a singer, her name is Olga Tañón, and I think it was her or her husband or something like that. They owned this place called Harry's Tacos, and they had like 5 locations, I think, around Puerto Rico or something like that.
Damn.
When I was a kid. Man, you couldn't get me to go to a Taco Bell. I'd be like, you want to take me where? No, we're going to Harry's.
That fucking dog food at Taco Bell. But I'm glad Harry's Tacos was, and it's crazy. They probably had a similar start to, this character we see in Chef.
I doubt it because Old Gatañón has been famous for a long time.
So is Jon Favreau. but not to digress. So he hooks up with his baby mama on some career advice because, she don't want to see her kids struggling and shit. Because somehow, being as fucking fine as she is, and she remarried to Robert Downey Jr. and all of his drugs. So, they've got money. But anyways.
No, they were together before Jon Favreau came into the picture. So they were Robert Downey Jr. was the ex to Sophia before Jon Favreau
that's
came.
Right. It's like
you
know what? I guess when you as fine as her, fuck it. All your exes want to stay friends. Now, here's the part that get ready for it, America. This is the part that makes no sense, right? Now, it's unbelievable enough that he was married to Sophia. He is now dating Scarlett Johansson. Like, that's this character's life. This is only because he directed, produced, and wrote and starred in this film.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this was a pure Woman Crush Wednesday casting decision.
I'm going to get a little explicit here. It seems like the only way he could truly make her come to fruition was with his meals, because when he served her that food, she was and I know that, I'm sorry if you're listening with headphones, but those noises,
sorry not sorry,
those noises were pure just ecstasy inside of her.
Yeah.
And
hell yeah, it's that, you know what I'm saying, it's that daddy long stroke when you hit it just right and you on the precipice and she's on the cusp her damn self, and
with food though.
Just purely food. See, it's all about the mind. That's pimp shit. They'll tell you about it, but that's the crazy part, that he's able to do this, and to the point that you got one of the fucking Avengers. Like, that's how good the food is.
Now, so he goes on this new venture and creates a food truck and serves sandwiches, Cubans and things of the like, and
Latin inspired dishes.
Right, goes across the country and serves them, and the way he gets his clientele is actually through his son, who is a social media master. This kid is using Twitter like he was born on it. Like his baby photo showed up on Twitter and he was already trending.
Goes down in the deal.
He's immediately just boom. There we go. Here's 1,000 people who will take part in your Cuban sandwich fiesta, and he kills it. And of course, because the sandwiches are good, people are coming back and getting them.
Yeah, it's good dope. You know what I'm saying? He got the product. He just needed a spokesperson, a salesman. Somebody, stand on the corner, wait for it. You know what I'm saying? Money in a sock. And that's what his son was. And so they have this cross-country trip and, make a lot of pit stops along the way to start serving food. And he starts acquiring, new palate and different dishes, getting inspired by local culture. And that's pretty cool. I got to tell you, my girl wanted me to check out the movie, and I was like, fuck, this is going to be lame. Because I'm the best one at picking out movies, and she's the worst. She just like sad shit. And I was like, fuck me, another sad film. All right, here we go. But I really enjoyed it. And I was like, wow, I could let her do this more often.
And then she chose the next one. And I said, nope.
It's a hit or miss kind of a game. But that's why I'm the one on Letterboxd. So you're probably wondering, what were some of your favorite parts? One of my favorite parts is if it's rare you see this in reality, but when you do, there's 1,000 hardworking camera phones out there, is when somebody just goes berserk at their job, just loses and flips their shit. And we get to see a taste of that in his film.
Yeah, there's this like new trend, and I hear a lot about this on Malton on Movies, a podcast that I listen to. That shout out Malton, shout out Barron.
Saw you at South by, homie. That's what's up.
But there's this trend in movies where it's like you either have to figure out whether you're gonna use the phones and internet and all like the social media as a device to tell your story, or whether you're just gonna pretend like they don't exist. like caller ID is not a thing, and I think here I usually don't like it, and a lot of other movie critics and stuff like that, they don't like it as well. It's kind of cliche, but I think they use it here really well.
And yeah, I mean, so because there's a food critic that's coming and he's checking out the local food at this restaurant, and
this is back at the beginning of the
film.
And
Jon Favreau, this is where the creative differences kind of came to a collide. So he was forced to cook this prepared menu, knowing that the critic was coming, but he listened to Dustin Hoffman because, you know, he's a fucking boss. And the critic didn't like the food. And he was like, fuck, you know, I knew I should have made my own food. And the critic tweeted about it. So then Jon Favreau got on Twitter, which old people don't do very well. He thought he was just messaging somebody. Twitter's not for messaging, right? No. It's for fucking speaking to the masses. So it just went batshit crazy, and one thing led to another. And, you know, do you know how to make a fucking molten chocolate lava cake?
I don't, but I could really use one right now. I think that would be delicious.
Right?
I would love that with a little bit of ice cream on the side.
Because the inside, molten. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not super, like, I don't go to a lot of fancy restaurants and stuff like that, so I'm not too sure how they work, per se. Like, the fixed menus, and it's like today's special. I usually, like, if somebody says like today's special is this, and I'm at a somewhat fancy restaurant, I say that's what I'm gonna get because it's special.
Today's special is one ply toilet paper served with the side of salad.
I don't know what restaurant that
Don't
is.
worry, it's a special, damn it.
Those are the restaurants in Austin.
Can you imagine what the craft table looked like at this film, like at this production? Because it was fun. I mean, if they're preparing this shit, right, for the film, they had to have like some...
It's an indie film, man. They were probably serving Go-Gurts.
God damn. They got a real ass... They flew in a guy from France. Doesn't speak English, probably. He just makes the food for the set. Craft table is nothing but fucking cheese sticks, goddamn pretzels and hot Cheetos. Fucking culo like, picante kind of food and shit. God.
You'll eat this and you'll like it.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. But no. All right. So back to the to the movie. So then while they're traveling the country and stuff, or before they start traveling, one of the sous chefs that Jon Favreau had at the restaurant quits his job and goes to work for him, and played by John Leguizamo, and he brings a kind of flavor to the film, and him and Sofia Vergara, I guess, because it's kind of it deals a lot with the Latin feel, and they're serving Cubans and stuff like that, so there's a very Latin feel to the movie, which is kind of nice for me.
Same here. Torres Maldonado, damn.
Yeah.
You know, the homie from Spawn, Ice Age, To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, The Pest, didn't do so well as those other ones, but you know,
Pest was fantastic, by the way, based on the book, or I guess short story, The Most Dangerous Game, which is a great story, and I think they did a decent job adapting it, although it's quite childish, but maybe it's because I was a kid when I first saw it.
Yeah, same here. Oh, well, maybe we'll add that one to the wish list, or not. So,
yeah,
John Leguizamo is one of his sous chefs, and at the restaurant, and joins him on this grand escapade to have a dirty ass food truck and make a killing. And so, my God, when he gets this truck from Robert Downey, who is his ex's ex, you know, your ex's ex is never gonna give you anything nice, bro. So I feel like Robert only kept this truck around to loan it out to broke motherfuckers as like a very condescending way of saying fuck off, right?
But he does seem like a genuinely nice guy until he gets... Well, he even tells him, though. He even says to him, he says,